Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
This is your boy DizzieMac with the one and only Cheryl, the First Lady of Sports Talk Smith. Hey, and our panel is rounded out by my man, my player partner, Ronnie B, producer extraordinaire. All right, First Lady. They've been waiting on you. I know you know what time it is. So what you saying?
Each week we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdie known as Derrick Rose has hinted he is ahead of schedule and will return ready for action before the playoffs. Does Rose see his future slipping away as a premier NBA player if he does not come back on fire? Do the Bulls really want to get rid of the coach? If only a certain Knickerbocker had signed with the Bulls. George Gervin, Bob McAdoo, Artis Gilmore, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? I am shocked, DizzieMac, that Derrick Rose is talking about coming back from his torn meniscus surgery. You know, even though this type of surgery, most players come back very quickly. But for Derrick Rose to be so eager to come back, I'm quite sure he sees his career is in trouble with a capital T. I mean, if you remember, we're talking about Derrick Rose, the same player who was afraid to come back from his first surgery. Everybody in Chicago was calling him out, wondering why he couldn't come back. I have a wait and see attitude if Derrick is going to come back, because I really don't know if he's going to come back. You know, talk is cheap. And we all know Derrick can't talk.
Hey, Chicago fans, don't worry, I'll be back.
He can't talk. But anyway, let's get on to Coach Thibodeau. Will he be returning again next year as the Bulls coach? I don't think so. I mean, it is really a conflict between he and John Paxson and the GM Gus Furman. They really don't want him as coach because they see a conflict with him because of his coaching style. They feel that he pushes these players too hard in practice, and this is causing some of their problems with injury. So we are talking about practice. Can you imagine Coach Thibodeau coaching Allen Iverson? Trying to push him in practice? So I really think the Bulls are really in trouble. They have a lot of injuries. And I don't think Paxson really should blame the coaching. He shouldn't blame Thibodeau. He needs to blame his conditioning team as far as why these players are having all these injuries. So, DizzieMac, I know it's been a long 17 years since your Bulls made it to the finals, and it's going to be another 18 years because they're going to fall short again this year. What you saying about your Chicago Bulls, DizzieMac?
Oh, First Lady, you know I got a lot to say. Hey, Derrick Rose coming back before the end of the season, it was predicted he was going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Hey, right now he's at the 4-week mark, so he's right on schedule. Right on schedule. I mean, to see him say he has no pain is a good thing. It's a good thing. I don't think he's slipping away the premier player. He was inching back up there before the injury, and we all know injuries happen. And there's a lot of torque and pressure on your knees, ankles, them type of joints. Wow. I mean, it's only, that's just collateral damage from the sport that they play. I mean, hey, it can happen to anybody. Look at that certain Knickerbocker over there in a suit up there in New York. Sipping on a Coke, assistant coaching. But I forgot. he's supposed to be playing. If he had came here to Chicago, not only would he been doing the same thing here, he'd have been laughing all the way to the back with that max money he would have got. We got Paul Gasol leading the league in double-double, so how could we lose on that? Yeah, we won that one, and we didn't have to pay him all that money. Huh? What's up?
DizzieMac, look, let's face it. If Carmelo was with the Bulls, he would be injured too. And he wasn't going to get max money with the Chicago Bulls. They couldn't pay him max money. That's why he stayed with the Knicks.
Hey, well, I'm just saying the max money that the Bulls could have offered him. Yeah, he was just sitting over there with a headband on, looking crazy. Trying to explain what happened was. Don't get mad at Thibodeau. Thibodeau has done more with less than anybody in this league. If he hadn't got those players like Tony Snell, Aaron Brooks, all the people he's gotten, free agents, and worked them hard for them to understand the offense and understand what he's trying to do, the Bulls would have been having losing seasons. They've been having winning seasons. I mean, he gives them rest. He's rested Noah. He's rested Derrick Rose. He's rested anybody that needed rest, that needed some time. I mean, hey, he doesn't practice them that hard. I mean, but we talk about practice. Practice. First lady, your boy AI out at practice years ago. I mean, don't fire the coach. Don't get rid of him. Hey, I wish we did have George Gervin again and Arthur Gilmore. And it would help to have a big man shooting like Bob can do, McAdoo. Whoa, I don't know. But the Bulls are looking pretty good. I watched them against Toronto up there in Drake's hometown and got away with a win. And, hey, they did that on the road. So I look for the Bulls to go probably all the way to the conference championship. If they get Derrick Rose back and they get their rotation settled, look for them to make some noise, First Lady. We're going to be a beast in the East.
Going to be a beast in the East? I don't think so. I don't think they have it to be a beast in the East. But, Ronnie B., what you saying about the Chicago Bulls? You think they could be a beast in the East like DizzieMac thinks?
Well, they can play defense. And they can play defense. If Melo may not have been injured if he had a team around him that could play defense to make up for his lack of.
Ooh.
It would have taken some pressure off of him. He'd be like, hey, look, dude, we know what you're going to do. Will you please get the points and get out of the way of the defenders? We take a couple of rebounds, too. we know it ain't going to be no assists.
No.
No ball
so we can get the rebounds and the points. We'll let someone else stack them up on the other side because we know that ain't coming from your side. Rose does see the future, and the future is I got the money, but if I want the future, I got to put it on the line. I got to put it on the line, whether physically, and I got to put it on the line for the media.
Yeah.
So now win, lose, or draw. This is called my interview for other teams. Because if I don't stay a Bull, I got to go somewhere, and it's how I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna get. So this is my interview. And so, hey, it is not an easy one. And Bulls really, what does Chicago have where they have to get rid of winners? Not losers, they have to get rid of winners. What
Right.
is it about my hometown, my homies, that if you're a winner, how fast can we get you out of town?
They got a history of it.
Because you didn't win enough.
Preach.
Here it is, I'm winning. We got 6 rings.
6.
Give Phil the money. Oh, we can't get Phil. Let's hurry up and get rid of Phil.
Preach.
For winning 6 championships. Let's hurry up. We can't give him the money. Now, everybody paying that kind of money for back then. We got to get rid of this winner. We don't want enough. We can't take no more winning. So, yeah, get rid of the coach. And watch him go to watch Michael Jordan have him on speed dial. Can you come and work my players too hard?
Snatch him up
in practice. Can you come and work my and make them play defense? You know, that brings a smile to my face. Okay, Bulls. Okay, you know, don't drink the green beer on St. Patrick's Day to get you.
Don't green beer.
Well, we'll see. The Bulls got a lot going on. So over to you, DizzieMac.
Woo! Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers up here. Making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion, overpowering. Over the competition, I'm towering. Wrecking shop when I drop these lyrics gonna make you call the cops. Don't you dare stay. You better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest of it. I'll get you sliced and diced. Competition ain't no price. I'm gonna knock you out. Huh? Mama said knock you out. Huh? We're not talking about Tony Hunsaker, Herb Seiler, or Tony Asperity. We're talking about the knockout punch delivered by the foot of Kevin Durant to the rest of the NBA season. Bye-bye playoffs. Westbrook is playing like an MVP. Will that be enough for Dutch Thunder to get in and make some noise? MVP, who cares? LeBron is the best, and there is no rest. When you are in Philadelphia, do you order a Philly cheesesteak? Hold the onions. Thunder fans. The beard, and Dancing with the Stars are asking, what you saying? Well, Kevin Durant got the diagnosis he needed to understand. Hey, you need to get a bone graft in your foot. You're going to be out 4 to 6 months. Rest, relax. Get your health back in order. Takes the mystery out of what Scott Brooks is going to do. It keeps the load on. Russell Westbrook, shoulders, to carry the team. With him and Durant, the Oklahoma Thunder are at 67% in the win column, in the win percentage column. With just Westbrook, it drops down to 60%. And without them both, where you know that percentage plummets through the floor the other way. The Thunder are in that AC right now, and I believe can do some damage because they've added some pieces. Enes Kanter. Yes, I know he's not a household name, but he's putting up about 19 points a game, 8-9 rebounds. So that's a big man that Westbrook can use. You got Dion, let me adjust my bow tie, Waiters, who can come off the bench and get hot. You don't have Serge Ibaka, but you got some other pieces in there. You got DJ Augustine. You've added some people who can clog up the middle. Mitch McGeary is come on, providing an enforcer role. So, the Thunder's going to be in there. Durant is scheduled to be a free agent, First Lady, after next season. So everybody is still lined up out the door because they know Durant would take the proper approach, get his health back, get his feet together, and command max money when he comes guns blazing in the free agency. What you got to say, First Lady? I know you've been following this story.
Of course. I mean, Russell Wilson has been playing like a crazy man. You know he's crazy anyway, but he has definitely been playing possessed. I mean, he definitely will propel the Thunder to the playoffs. The question is, when they get in, can they make some noise? I don't think they can make some noise, unfortunately, DizzieMac. I think Westbrook has played well to make it into the playoffs because, you know, the regular season is not like the playoffs. The regular season, teams really don't have time to prepare for a team every night. And that's the reason why I think Russell Westbrook can just go rampant and go wild in these games. They can't double team him. He passes it off. So, again, during the regular season, it's no problem. But when it gets to the playoffs, they're going to miss Kevin Durant because they're going to need two players that can score because in the playoffs, teams will double team Russell Westbrook and force him to make somebody else to beat him. And if I'm the other team, I'd rather have Enes Kanter. What's the other guy name? Used to play for Cleveland. His name is Dion. What's his name? DizzieMac?
Dion Waiters.
Dion Waiters. Yes. I mean, Dion Waiters can catch fire, but he's definitely no Kevin Durant. So it's going to be difficult for them to make noise. But they can be scary a little bit, too, as you said, because of Russell Westbrook. But I just don't think they're going to make some noise. I think they will, you know, they're going to be the AC. They're going to end up playing the Warriors, so the Warriors will definitely win that series. Now, I have to talk about the Philly cheesesteak because, you know, I'm in Miami. And there is nothing like a Philly cheesesteak in Miami because it is not good. I come from Philly, South Florida. I come from the Philly, South Jersey area, and let me tell you, they know how to make cheesesteaks down there. When I go to Philly, and I was there last month, I stopped at Gaetano's, which I'm going to call some advertising here. I stopped at Gaetano's because they make some of the best cheesesteaks before I even got to my destination. That's how good a Philly cheesesteak is. South Florida, you guys got to know how to make a Philly cheesesteak. It is not good at all. Anyway, Ronnie B., what are you talking about, Russell Westbrook? You think he's going to propel?
Well, first off, now we know that if you from that area, you do not order a Philly. You just get a cheesesteak. and you get one that tastes good. But First Lady, I want you to not only just so you know how we brother and sister here on this one. In Houston, Texas, any place that has a sign that says Philly cheesesteak, please avoid and save your taste buds. They're all horrible. I went to one place and they might as well have said, do you want some onion with a little steak on the side?
They don't put enough.
And tried to call that a Philly cheesesteak. and by the way, the Italian beef sucks too. So, but back to the Thunder, and you gotta love Westbrook. I mean that's a bad man, and maybe just maybe we had LeBron do the big three. You know, let's hook up. And so far, nobody else has really been able to do that kind of combination deal where you got, you know, three top players who we going to just agree to, we want to win and go get a championship. And so getting a player like the bearded one is looking at possibly getting the MVP. Well, he was the third man. He was the third wheel. Westbrook stay with the Thunder. Can they build a championship team around him? They got a shot. Durant, well, definitely. Durant leave, is the Thunder through? If Westbrook is the main man, you have to take a new direction. But you can. Now, noise in the playoffs. When teams can prepare for you night after night and expose all your weaknesses, like you say, you need that second big gun, because they're not designed for Westbrook to be the team around Westbrook. They're just playing around Westbrook. So I see some good games going to the limit and the Thunder losing.
Oh.
Well, at the end, by the end of the series, I think they'll win 2 games.
Oh, that's fair. I'm in agreement with you. They can win 2 games, but
they'll win 2.
To win a series, no, it would be very
no series, but they'll win 2. They ain't gonna get swept.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook could get them those 2 games alone. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Westbrook.
No, first lady, take us to break.
Okay. The first 3 listeners to email us or send a shout out why Toonie Hunsaker, Herb Seidler, and Tony Esperti are mentioned together receive a $25 gift card from our friends at Macy's.com. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Daniel Nails on the first part of Shout Out.
Free Mr. Vine.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code FREE61 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code FREE61. That's FREE61 at AdamandEve.com.
The music flows there from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. First lady, we've been missing this part for the last 2 weeks, and we're glad you're back. I can't wait to hear the music from Daniel Nails.
On Shout Out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If we like what we hear, we'll give it a shout out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning we had Daniel Nails out of Atlanta, Georgia, with his album, Can I? From his website. Daniel Nails is a rare talent. This Atlanta talent will take you there and there in the place that allows you to taste a bit of the divine. All right, let's hear Enjoy Your Life.
So get loose, you're fine, like wine. Move your body, don't be shy. too short. Don't let it pass you by. Keep your head up. It's gonna be alright. Get it on and pop it. Don't stop, keep it rocking. Enjoy your life. Get it, get it. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Get it, get it. Enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life. All right, DizzieMac, did you enjoy that track? Is it getting a shout out or are you hitting the mute button?
First Lady, the reaction from the Shimmy Shake girls was surprising. They liked it. My man seemed like he fell into his lane and stayed there. I'm going to give that a shout out. You know, they were kind of moving and grooving to that kind of catchy with the tune. We shouted out, First Lady.
Okay, you're going to shout it out. Ronnie B?
Hey, enjoy your life. I'm with it. Let's get it on. Pass the mimosa. Shimmy Shake girls, could I get one of those sweet rolls over there? And I'm ready. Enjoy your lifestyle. Shout it out. Shout it out.
Shout it out. Yeah, I think we're going to shout it out. You talk about Pastor Mimosa, Pastor Chirac, because he said we enjoy our life.
It's still early for me. It's still early for me. See, you're on East Coast time. It's still early for me.
All right. But anyway, he reminds me a little bit of Sylvester. You remember Sylvester? He has that little flavor about him. Just a song a little bit, just a little bit. So anyway, that was Daniel Nails. We'll hear another performance from Daniel Nails on part 2 of Shout Out. You know, I had some issues last week with my job, and we had flooding. So I know what it means when I hear that sound of my favorite underwater friend to be underwater, because it was a lot of water for me last week. So I want to hear from my favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flip It.
Boop, 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 boop.
They call him Flipper, faster than lightning. No one you see is smarter than he. And we are Flippers, live in a world full of wonder, flying there under the sea.
Yes, it's time for Flip It, where our panel defends a view and then flips the script and defends the opposing point. All right. When you think of the Bears, some still think monsters of the Midway, even though they played like the Munchkins of Oz. What's the team to do? I know. Go get a beast, a terror, a player who has been charged with domestic violence and sexual assault? Are the Bears trying to imitate Jerry Jones again? We ask the panel to defend. They need help. Ray McDonald is not the answer. The Bears lack the organizational strength the Cowboys have working with gangsters, thugs, and other characters. Then I mentioned cologne thieves. DizzieMac, defend.
Cologne thieves. Wow. Okay. Hey. Helping Ray McDonald, yeah, is not the answer. Then the Bears not aren't built like that. You know, Cowboys, hey man, you know, they full of gangsters and thugs and other characters, underwear thieves, all that. And they rehabilitated them to be able to play. Nah, I mean, the Bears, if you want, I mean, hey, put it like this. If a 92-year-old old lady is calling the shots, I don't think they're going to put up with any good thugs and gangsters. There's enough of them in Chicago. We don't need another one. Man, what are you going to do? Turn them over to Chicago's finest, possibly. Send them downstate. Hey, tickets aren't the Cowboys. They're not going to be Father Flanagan. They're not going to have the Boys Town image. Cowboys should have got him. They got Greg Hardy.
All right, you heard the defense from DizzieMac, but what does the First Lady have to say?
Ray McDonald could not stay out of trouble in San Francisco. How do the Chicago Bears expect him to stay out of trouble in Chicago, where trouble is on every street corner? Let's face it, Jerry Jones has spies and PIs all over Dallas to keep his gangsters and his thugs in check. What works for Jerry Jones doesn't necessarily work for other teams. I just don't see George McCaskey as being a conniving, deceitful, and shrewd as Jerry Jones to pull off a similar approach in Chicago. So, ladies in Chi-Town, look out for Ray Ray. He will be at your neighborhood bar waiting to buy you a drink and trouble.
Oh.
Well, you have heard the defense, and you know we have to flip the script, and we ask the panel to defend. This might be the first time ever the Bears do a Jerry Jones move and it works out. The Bears need to get tough, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And apparently the new GM knows a little something about working with thugs. I mean, NFL players. DizzieMac, defend.
Man, yeah, the Bears need to get with the program, quick, fast, in a hurry. And one thing a thug will always understand, no ifs, ands, and buts about it, is when you wave that money in his face. He's going to toe the line. He's going to get some act right and get in line. That's something the Bears should have always done. But, you know, when Papa Bear House was throwing around them pennies like manhole covers, he probably could have got a lot more. He probably could have signed some of the thugs and gangsters from around here and made up a monsters of the Midwest defense with them. Yeah, get tough, get quick, fast. I mean, get the players. There's no denying Ray McDonald's talent. All you got to do is just, you know, put the carrot out in front of him, which is the money. Must be the money. And how to get them to act right fast. Believe me. Do a Jerry Jones move. That's what Jerry does. It's like, hey, son, you want this knot? Oh, they're like, oh, yeah, Mr. Jones, oh, yeah, I do whatever. Yeah, okay. That's how you do it. Must be money. As Deion said.
Well, you heard the defense from DizzieMac, but what does the First Lady say? Defend.
In today's game, integrity doesn't mean much. Just as Belichick. So I'm not surprised that the Bears will take a chance on Ray McDonald. Jerry Jones has made a career of choosing unsavory players and getting the most of them. Look at Dez Bryant, Adam Jones. Now he signed Greg Hardy. So the Bears see this formula works and will give Ray McDonald a chance. The Bears definitely could use a defensive end that is quick and can be a pass rusher because the Bears defense ranked in the bottom 5 of 6 defensive categories last year. Ray McDonald spoke with George McCaskey and assured him he will not get in trouble and he will play well for the Bears. Seems like McCaskey is a sucker for somebody crying to him. I'm not going to say that that the GM, Ryan Pace, knows how to handle thugs, but he knows in order for the Bears to win, he needs to improve the Bears' dreadful defense. So he'll take a chance on Ray McDonald.
All right. Well, you've heard the defense. And I will say this, that the GM was down there in New Orleans. So I just say he knows a little something about tough. First Lady, take us to break.
Stay tuned. Up next, the funnies, our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2.
What up, Ninth Ward?
Credit card debt was kicking my butt. Filing for bankruptcy was not for me. I spoke with those debt consolidation people who only wanted me to keep the debt I had for what seemed like a century. A friend said, "Your debt destroyed." I said, "What?" They said, "Your debt destroyed." They said, "Contact Sharon at Your Debt Destroyed and let her team of experts eliminate your debt while building up your credit worthiness." I contacted Sharon, and she put her team to work to destroy my debt with a plan that was easy to follow and gave me and my family peace of mind. Don't consolidate your debt, eliminate your debt. Contact Sharon at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call her at 888-431-2829, extension 2.
Welcome back. You are still listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. It's time for the funnies. DizzieMac, over to you.
First Lady, thank you. We have our 11th Need to Grow story of 2015. First Lady out of Fremantle, Australia. An Australian woman was denied bail after she allegedly squirted breast milk on a police officer's head, arms, and clothes. Breast milk. Talk about the squirt bottle. All right. Erica Leader, 26, out of Calista, Western Australia, was being searched Tuesday at the Fremantle police station after being arrested on an unspecified warrant. Erica Leader, who was nude from the waist up during the search, grabbed her own breast and squirted milk onto the forehead, arms, and clothes of a female police officer conducting the search. Talking about getting wet up. Leader appeared in court on a charge of assaulting a public officer. She was denied bail and ordered to undergo a mental health evaluation. The magistrate said a previous conviction for assaulting a police officer factored into the decision to deny bail. The Western Australia Police Union said the assault charge in Tuesday incident was partially due to the possibility of spreading disease from the breast milk. Woo.
Oh, God.
She put a new statement to got milk. You got milk? Got
Oh,
milk.
God.
Hey, I tell you, talk about a need to grow. That's our 11th one so far this year.
Oh, God.
Keeps on growing.
Keep on growing. Hey, you know, you got to water them, need to grow. You got to water them. But gosh darn it, water is splashing on my bearskin rug. So you know it must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flip It. Give me a towel, please.
Time for Flip It, where a host defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. And we don't get attacked by wanton breasts on this show. Thank goodness we don't have to have security for that. The Cavaliers are looking like they are melding just at the right time to go into playoffs as favorites to win the East. Now that they are winning, does the coach deserve some love? Panel defend. If the Cavaliers fail to win the East, the coach would be getting some love out of the NBA. If they fail, he will be taking the sword. DizzieMac.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He'll get some love. I mean, the jury is still out, but he'll get some love. Hey, but I think he's going to get the sword either way. I don't know if he's in a position to fall on either side because the sport is there. If they fail to win the East, it wouldn't surprise me. And he's going to have a hard time because the sport is there. Well, I don't even think the NBA is really behind him. I mean, he's already an assistant coach getting paid like a head coach because we all know who the coach of the team is. He showed that when he took off his headband. that to me was just like him putting on a suit. Take off the headband so you can know when I'm looking at you, I want this play right. You coming out the game, Kevin Love. It's time for you to take over, Kyrie. 56, 57 points. Oh, yeah. I tell you, he will be taking the sword and getting it wiped off on his back.
All right, we heard the defense from DizzieMac. First Lady, you're out of here.
David Blatt is not regarded as a great NBA coach. He was just recently ranked number 19 on the recent ESPN.com top coaches poll. When the team was losing early in the year, the players quickly complained to opposing players about Blatt. It was also rumored that the assistant coaches were calling timeouts behind his back. Even LeBron was not happy with David Blatt's coaching ability. I mean, his quote says, "He's our coach. I mean, what other coach do we have?" I mean, really, LeBron, he really gave him a great endorsement. So if he was losing earlier, and that's how they felt about him, so there's no loyalty to David Blatt. And if the Cavs do not win the East, this Cavs team will throw him so far under the bus that he will never have another NBA coaching job again.
I live by the sword. Well, we're going to flip it and panel defend. Give the coach a break. If he gets them to the Eastern Championship Series, he would have done a hell of a job. If they fail, keep the coach. DizzieMac defend.
Oh, you have to give David Blatt a lot of credit, because, again, you're coaching a hard-to-coach team, in my opinion. You got all these superstars coming together. You sign them for big money. How are you going to make it fit? How are you going to make sure that you get the most? Are you going to be a player in the game, or are you going to be played in the game? And I think David Blatt has partnered to play in the game. They got some trades. They got Marks off, a big man that can do some things. You've added some pieces. J.R. Smith and Ian Shumpert from First Ladies, New York Knicks. You know, we had to pillage them out of town. They were riding away in NYC. But now they have a home. You got Sean Marion with a veteran's perspective on how to do things. He's won a ring. LeBron has won 2. He's done a hell of a job. And I think if he gets them that far, oh, yeah, you got to, keep the coach. Because he's done more than a lot of people really give him credit for. Anybody that's gotten LeBron to take off his headband, man, get that headband off. I'm sure he told LeBron that. And get out there and play and do your thing. We're going to give you some rest, LeBron. I mean, brilliant coaching move. We're going to give you some rest. So when you come back, you're going to be a beast, an animal, which Cleveland has had the best record since LeBron has came back from his little hiatus, his little rest period. Keep the coach. You can't ask for somebody who's done more.
All right, DizzieMac, First Lady, defend.
When the Cavs were losing, people were quick to blame David Blatt. But now they are winning, people cannot give him any love. He has changed the lineup by inserting J.R. Smith and Timothy Mozgov. And this has really paid off because the Cavs have been one of the hottest teams in the NBA. Blatt is known as an offensive coach with ball movement, and the team has finally responded to him by playing the type of offense that he wants them to play. Even LeBron has changed his opinion by saying, quote, I respect him as a coach. He respects me as a leader of this team, and we have some good chemistry right now. So when LeBron is on board with David Blatt, you know that they're going to keep this coach. He is now, quote, unquote, considered a player's coach. Man, it sure changes when you start winning. And even J.R. Smith loves David Blatt. Now, when has J.R. Smith loved the coach? He couldn't get along with his coaches in New York City. Come on, J.R. So, David Blatt must be really doing something well. So all is good in Cavs land. This is why they will keep David Blatt, even if they don't win the East.
Winning cures all ills. That's what they say. All right. They're waving the red and green flags at us. That's Flip It for this week. And we're going to flip it right over to the First Lady so that we can go to break.
On the other side of the break, we'll have another performance from Daniel Nails on Shout Out. Please stay tuned.
I'm Boss Hogg, host of The Last Word. When I'm inside or outside of the studio, I have to make sure I wear the best, and that includes the best in eyewear. Ray-Ban eyewear has been worn by those seeking to go from myth to legend. Ray-Ban's selection of legendary styles dating back to 1937 have been worn by the famous, infamous, and everyone in between. Ray-Ban eyewear has stood the test of time. Many of today's top entertainers, athletes, and those who want to make a fashion statement choose from their vast array of styles designed to take you from myth to legendary. To find a store near you or to browse their wide selection, visit Ray-Ban at www.ray-ban.com. That's www.rayban.com. Take it from Boss Hogg. I say rush it when it comes to Ray-Ban. They are the last word when it comes to eyewear that will make your style legendary. Holla!
You are listening to Broad Panties and Sports. It's time for Shout Out Part 2, the picks and the finale. Ronnie B, the music flows from around the globe to get a shout out from the First Lady and us The crew. First lady, over to you.
We have another performance from Daniel Nails. Let's hear the next track. Can I?
Can I give you what you want, baby? All of the time you are on my mind. You bring me joy, cannot be defined. Journey of life gave you to me. Deep in my soul, pure ecstasy. You make my heart sing every day. You're sweeter than the day before. You make my heart sing every day. I want you more and more. Can I, baby, behind the veil, we see each other. All other flaws, yet we stay together. We've been counted out, but we defy gravity. We get stronger through life adversities. You make my heart sing every day. You're sweeter than the day before. You make my heart
Can I, from Daniel Nails. Ronnie B, can you get into Can I? What do you think? You hitting the mute button, or are you going to shout it out?
I'm shouting it out. I thought the brother was in a groove to me. Can I? And ladies, you better watch him. He laying it out there, can I? He tried to ease right on up. So, but I'm giving him a shout out.
Shouting it out. DizzieMac, what are your Shimmy Shake girls saying over there about Daniel Nails and Can I?
Oh, man, they had turned off the lights and they had the lighters up in the air. I tell you, yeah.
Waving their hands, huh?
Hey, waving their hands. You know how you ladies do. We're going to shout that one out for the ladies out there. My man was coming with some provocative lyrics and some definitely player quotes.
All right. Yeah, I would shout it out. That was very, very smooth from Daniel Nails. He sounded different in this song. He didn't even sound like the first song. Sounded like a completely different singer. But anyway, I would shout it out. I definitely was feeling Can I. That's the end of Shout Out. If you like what you heard from Daniel Nails, hit him up at danielnails.com. And that's Daniel and NAILS nails.com. If you would like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to Panties at oldgrumpyradio.com. It's time for the picks. We enter our NBA and college hoop picks looking to see which one of our panelists will be the champion of the hoops. And it has been so many weeks that we haven't really been providing you with the stats to see where we currently are. So I'm just going to give a quick recap of currently how many points everybody has. Currently, I am leading with 400 points. Joe is with 310 points. And we had our guest one time, Sean. He had 160 points. And DizzieMac, let's just say,
wow,
you're going to have a comeback. You're at 40 points right now.
Hey, you know it. Hey, just like the NBA, this is a game of runs. So I'm getting ready to buckle down.
Okay, you get ready to buckle down. So let's get to those picks. Pau Gasol will score over 25 points in at least one game this week. 20 points for the correct answer, minus 10 for the incorrect answer. DizzieMac.
Yes, he will.
Okay, you're going to go with Pau Gasol. Yes, he will. Well, I'm going to say no. I don't think he's going to score over 25 points. Basically, the Bulls, they share the ball, and so basically they're like even when it comes to the scoring. So they really don't have like one dominant person that has a lot of points. I'm going to say no. Ronnie B., you going to get into this week?
This week, the Midas Mind requested that his picks go with the First Lady's picks.
Okay. All right, so he's going to say no. The New York Knicks will win at least one game this week. 30 points for the correct pick, negative 30 for the incorrect pick.
Y'all better ponder this one hard.
Well, you know, I've been pondering. I actually looked at the schedule. It's a tough schedule because they play San Antonio, so we know they're not going to win that. No, not San Antonio. Who they got? Well, anyway, let's just face it. The Knicks will win one game because they're playing their arch rival, the Brooklyn Nets, and they play the Brooklyn Nets at home. So I'm going to say yes, they will win one game this week. And they've been losing 6 games in a row, so it's time for them at least to win one game, and that's the only time they're going to be able to win it. DizzieMac, what do you say?
No.
No. Okay. I see you change your pick. You would say they won 2 games last week, but you can say they can't win one game. Okay. I guess you learned, right?
I learned.
You learned. Okay. So we know Joe is going with my answer, so Joe says yes. San Antonio will be undefeated this week. 35 points for the correct answer and minus 20 for the incorrect. DizzieMac.
San Antonio has been playing very well. They will go undefeated. They've been on a roll.
Okay, so you say yes. I'm agreeing with you. I think they're going to go undefeated. I'm going to also say yes. And so that means Joe is going to say yes. Okay, our final 4 picks. DizzieMac, I'm going to let you go first. Who are your final 4 picks?
Oh, you going to put me out there first, okay?
Hey, look, this is my bit, so that's why I can put you out first because I'm running this segment of the show.
First lady, you know. All right, first lady, going to go down like this. Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
No. Michigan State, Louisville. It's the same bracket. Let's see. Arizona. And let's see.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. It's going to be some. Well, okay. I'm going to go Wisconsin over Arizona. I'm going to go Duke over Gonzaga.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville over Michigan State. And Kentucky.
Okay. You ready for my 4? I have Kentucky. I have Michigan State. I have Duke. And I have Wisconsin. Those are going to be my 4 picks. Those are going to be my 4 picks. You want to change anything, DizzieMac, or are you going to go with what you got?
I'm going to roll with it.
Okay, you're going to roll with it. Because 50 points are for each correct team and a minus 75 points for each incorrect team. Is that a typo? You mean we get taken more off for having the wrong team? Wow. This is going to make you come back, DizzieMac. You can win this one. All right, so that's interesting. This is the first time that we can lose more than what we can win. Before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. DizzieMac, what did you miss?
I missed Aaron Hernandez's fiance testifying at his trial this week.
Ronnie B., what did you miss?
Whatever Pacquiao Mayweather story there was this week.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I missed everything in sport because I was just so busy. I didn't get a chance to see anything, so I missed it all. This is Cheryl Smith, and you have been listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports.
Come back next week.